Hello guys, did you know that you can run a lead generation ad on Facebook? Just pick your Facebook and generate leads, people that are actually interested in doing business with you or downloading whatever you are giving them or watching something or taking your webinar. All right, people that are really interested, they will fill the form, they will provide their name, they will provide their email addresses or phone numbers, and they will take the bait that you are giving them. It's actually possible to run a specific lead generation ad on Facebook. Did you know that? I guess you didn't, because you've been boosting, promoting, rather than running ads properly. So you've missed out on this beautiful thing. Well, God wants to save you today, because today, that's what I'm talking about. Lead generation ads using Facebook. Thank you very much for being here. I'll continue in a minute. Okay guys, you are welcome to my show. Yep. My name is Victor Anyanwu, and they call me the social media oracle. How you guys doing? It's been a while, right? Every week, I release 2 videos on my YouTube platforms where I teach you social media strategies, Facebook adverts, everything I know, all right? Questions that come up, I deal with them, issues or complaints or tactics, that we used within the week, or we have used to grow businesses for our clients. We talk about them. All right. So today we're talking about lead generation ads. Okay. How to actually generate leads from Facebook using the lead generation ad objective. All right. We use this all the time for all our clients, and it has been working really well. Remember, we are a social media management company. So we help our clients attract customers and attract prospects and convert those prospects to paying customers. That's what we do. All right. So we keep looking for tactics, we keep looking for strategies that can help us do this. And that's what we'll always talk to you about. And that's what I'm talking to you about again this week. So call your friend, call your neighbors, tell them to come and watch. Okay. All right. So now, social media platforms, right? Or let me just deal with Facebook and Instagram, right? Let's see Facebook, okay? It was actually meant to be a lead generation platform. So the way it works is people come in, they are interested in your content, all right? They are leads, all right? The interest brings them. The interest or the content or whatever you've put out there is what is pulling them in, all right? So they are leads, okay? Now, your leads should or may not necessarily buy immediately they come in contact with you. But if they buy, it's a plus. Do you get it? It's a plus if they buy. But that was not really what it was meant for. They were actually meant to be leads. Okay? Then these leads, once you get them, you now set up maybe physical meetings with them, or you talk to them through DM, or you talk to them on WhatsApp or all other platforms to convert those leads to actual sales, or to make those leads customers. Okay, so that's how it works. All right, so they see you on social media, they begin to to have this trust. All right, and they are still wondering, should I dive in? Should I go in with this guy? I'm not sure if he's the guy. I'm not sure if they know what they are doing. All right, so you book a meeting with them, or they test one of your products, or they check out an ebook that you provided, or they check out some tactics that you provided in a webinar, and they say, oh, well, this is working for me. Meaning, if I get these guys on board, if I get them to work with me, they'll probably deliver more than what they have delivered already. Do you understand? So that's what it is for. Okay, so lead generation. That's why I always say, anytime anybody gets in touch with you on social media, learn to do 2 things. 1, collect email addresses. 2, collect what? WhatsApp numbers. Why? Because it will be good to take the relationship off social media. Why? Because anything could happen. All right? Anything can happen. It could happen that one day, all of a sudden, Facebook decides that they want to go to Mars, for any particular reason, or they decide to block your account for whatever reason, right? You still need your social media contacts, your social media leads. So make sure you collect those leads before you actually need them. All right, phone number, email addresses, learn to collect them. Okay, so how do we run Facebook lead generation ads? There is an objective when you go to the Facebook lead generation platform, right? The Facebook ads manager, there's a lead generation objective that you can pick. Remember I told you there are three areas, there are three funnel areas for Facebook ads. So you have the awareness and reach area, you have the engagement area, then you have the conversion area. Now under that engagement area, you have lead generation ads. Okay, so you can go there and just click lead generation, and you set it up, just follow it step by step as it is written there, and you can set up that lead generation advert, okay, to collect leads from people. Facebook will send those ads to people most likely to fill the form, all right, or most likely to submit or give Facebook permission to submit, to provide their details. So if you are using Facebook lead generation ads, people don't really need to fill anything. All right, people don't really need to fill anything, because if you look at it, you realize that it autofills the name and email address. If you ask for phone number, it autofills all those things. Okay, so what the person just does, the person just says okay, and it just goes to you. All right, it's as simple as that. All right, really simple, but very, very effective. So what are the things that you need to look at that would make your lead generation way more effective than it is right now? That's if you are using it. But if you are not using it, you should. But these are the things that can make it very, very effective. One is this: it has to have a clear or ideal customer. All right, that your lead generation advert has to be directed to a clear or ideal customer. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Sometimes you might just pick anybody randomly, as you normally do with your boost posts and your promote post. You're just picking anybody, anybody following you, just randomly. Hey, all those wearing hair, all those with black hair, all those that wear glasses, all those that fix earrings, you just pick all those random things that you do, right? It could be a problem. You need to be clear on who the audience is. Why? Because when you are generating the baits, or when you are generating the lead, or whatever it is that they will download, if they're going to download maybe a video, maybe watch a video, or participate in a webinar, or download an ebook, or they're going to get a physical meeting, or they're going to test your app for free, or test one of your products, maybe free testing or stuff, whatever it is they're going to do, okay, has to be tied to the type of customer. For example, right, I won't be interested in testing or drinking stout, maybe like all those, I don't want to call any brand name, I call all those different stouts. All right, I won't be interested in that. So if you run a lead generation ad, and it comes to me for that kind of thing, I won't be interested. So I am not that ideal customer. Do you understand? So you need to make sure that you are clear on the ideal customer. The ideal customer is the customer that will be interested in the service that you eventually want to provide, one, and interested in the lead magnet or the baits that you are providing. Okay, so you need to be clear on that. Two, you also need to be sure that whoever you are bringing in, is the person a beginner or the person is experienced. Why do I say this? For example, I see many people running social media ads. Okay, social media lead generation ads, and they say, hey, download this ebook. Okay, and the ebook starts with how to run something ads, blah 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 blah, how to set up your ads properly. For somebody like me, that won't work. Why? Because I am quite experienced. I've been running Facebook ads for 11, 12 years now. All right, so I'm quite experienced. So you can't be giving me all those prelim stuff, 5 things to do to set up your ads well, all this kind of stuff. Nah, you can't be doing that with me. Do you understand? You need to do something heavier. But for those still struggling, those, in the beginning part, you can do that with them, because they are what? Inexperienced. They are beginners. But for experienced hands, you need something stronger, something heavier. Do you understand? All right. So you need to be clear on the audience, as I said, the ideal customer. You need to be sure if that customer is a beginner or is experienced. Is the customer a startup or is somebody trying to expand? Okay. Startup, you might be saying businesses to start, ways to get funding to start your business, different types of businesses to look at. You can be doing that for startups. You understand? For established brands, you're talking of things like partnerships, you're talking of deals, you're talking of mergers and acquisitions. Those are the kind of big stuff you need to sit down and work on. For those that want to expand, you can't be thinking startup thing for an expanding person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So learn to know the ideal customer first, then what will move that ideal customer? What will that ideal customer be interested in? All right, what type? All right, would they be interested in? Would they be interested in videos or ebooks? Okay, most people just do ebooks, but how many of us actually have time to sit down and read those ebooks? Videos might be better. 5-minute videos, 10-minute videos, they might be better. All right, they could be playing the videos, and the videos are, it's playing in the background, and they're doing whatever they are doing, but they are listening. It could be better rather than have a book that I actually pay attention to. I probably have to read that one in traffic, but because people have different needs, different wants, different desires. Okay, so you need to find a way to sort out this mathematical thing. Okay, are they the ones that would watch the video, or they are the ones that would download the ebook? Do you understand? So that will also determine what you are going to create for them. Okay, now some people don't really care about the ebook. They probably don't really care about the video or the webinar you want to do. They want to test the product. You've spoken so much about the product. Bring this product, let us test it and let us see if it will work for us. So those ones you probably have to do free tasting. All right, like me, and I love puff puff free tasting. All right, so I just go take the puff puff. Oh, yummy! Free tasting. This person, fantastic puff puff, and I go back there to buy. Do you understand? So it's the same thing for you. Right? People do that for drinks, people do that for food, eateries, and all of that, right? I know a guy that was doing that he had a yam franchise, frying yam. So they fry yam, okay? So I think the first day, the day of their launch, anybody that comes gets free yam. So they do that all the time. So it's like free tasting, okay? So you say, oh, this yam is fine, this yam is wonderful. Tomorrow you will come to buy. All right, or something like that happened during social media wave, I think 2 or 3 years ago. So they were giving out this free stuff. They created, there was this free snack. I can't remember they were giving. So there was this long line of people, everybody collecting a free snack. The people came the following day, and everybody stayed on the line again, but this time you had to pay. Everybody started running away. It was funny. But the point is, because of the free stuff they took the first time, they were eager for more. Do you understand? Right, so that's the thing. So you need to know the type of audience you have, okay, and you know what will interest them, so that you'll be able to create it. Do you understand? Then another thing you also need to look at is you need to make sure that you don't have long steps. Nigerians like to ask plenty questions. What is your name? What is your mother's name? What is your mother's maiden name? Your father's maiden name? What was your father's name before he went to the Civil War? When he came back from the Civil War, what was his name? What is the name of your landlord? What is the name of your landlord's wife? All your landlord's children, list all of them. Too many names, too many things to do for the person. All right. When you have too many things to fill, right, like the lead generation form now, you have all these plenty things. It could be negative, because the person will just be like, too many, I don't have that time, and the person bounces. Okay, so you need to shorten the time. Don't ask too many questions. Name, phone number, name, email address. It's enough. All right, so that you can quickly move on to the next place of just giving them what they want, so that they can move on with their lives. All right, and then you can get back in touch with them. Do you understand? Simple. All right, so don't make the plenty. Don't have too many things for them to do. All right, make it short, straight to the point. Let me give you an example. There was a school that we went to generate leads for. So we're thinking, what will the parents be interested in? So they created this particular ebook, and they wanted us to use the ebook. But it was a boring ebook. fantastically boring. Believe me, it was a boring ebook. It wasn't designed well, it wasn't fine. It was just, just junk. Okay. And even the title wasn't written well, right? So we're not getting anything. People would just see it, just look at So what did I do? I had to start testing different titles, all right, and seeing the ones that would connect with parents, seeing the one that would connect with the type of parents or type of family we wanted to attract to the school. Do you understand? So did that for a little while, got it, then worked on design, got the perfect design, and we were oversubscribed. Okay, so we had these parents, we had their names, we had their email addresses, so we could call them, they could come to the school, they could come to see the facilities available. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was awesome, it was explosive, all right, when we did that. But we got to do this by being very clear on who it was we wanted to attract and doing all the things that we had to do to attract that particular audience. All right. Now, finally, I mentioned something in this example now. I said that we're testing different things. I think this is the most important part about your lead generation, about Facebook ads generally, in fact, about social media marketing, right? Once you are clear on your audience, you need to test stuff to know what will work with that audience. Why? You might think, this audience, it's ebooks they will like, and you just create an ebook. But unfortunately, they had decided in their village meeting that they will not be downloading ebooks anymore. So your ebook will be a waste. It might just be a video. All right. So initially, when I started social media marketing, I was always, once we get new clients and we have those lead generation things and we're having these conversations, I was always asking for a physical meeting to close deals. Anytime we ask for a physical meeting, all those deals always closed. All right, because in the physical meeting, the person can actually see you. All right, he's asking you questions, you are responding. It's not as if you are reading it from one book. He's sure that you are the one there. You are responding, you are answering, you are dealing with all his concerns. He's happy, he's comfortable. Do you understand? So sometimes that is what you need to do. All right. So depending on the type of audience you are dealing with, you have to sit down and pick out what is the best bait to close this deal. What is the best way to use to get these people and pull in these leads? All right. It could be webinars. All right. It could be ebooks. All right. It could be other forms of downloadables like guides or little forms of trainings, that you had, maybe some form of training that you did earlier, maybe webinar package in a short video, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? It could be that, all right? It could be testing of samples. It could be physical meetings, all right? So all of these are things that you could use to pull in people, to test your services, or pull in people to show them that, hey, I've been talking about this thing, but check out this, my product. Check out this bait, all right? It will tell you a lot about me. So you will be able to determine for yourself if I can do this thing for you or not, okay? So I hope you've gotten value from this training, from this video. Please, if you have, click the like button, subscribe to, all right? And please comment. Ask your questions and I'll respond to all your questions, okay? All right. Remember to follow me across all social media platforms. I am at the Oracle VA. At the Oracle VA across those social media platforms. You can talk to me on WhatsApp 081 7710 8267. Remember to put the international code 234, right? 81 7710 8267. Okay. Until I come your way again next week, my name is Victor Anyanwu and they call me the Social Media Oracle. Next week, we'll be talking about these leads, right? We're talking about these leads. How do we convert these leads to actual sales? We talked about lead generation now, so we've generated the leads. How do we convert those leads to sales? Okay? So see you next week. Remember to tell your friends, all right? Share this video, please, all right? Thank you very much. See ya.